Hey, this is Rachel Friedman, and you are listening to The Wellness Boss. To really compete in the wellness industry, you have to have a fully integrated business. That's why each week I will be answering your questions, sharing my stories, giving you tips and advice on how to create a business you love and that makes money. Let's get started. You are listening to the Wellness Boss podcast, episode number 30, Self-Coaching 101. My name is Rachel Friedman, and I am so excited to be with you here today for another fantastic episode. How are you doing? I am doing absolutely fantastic. I'm coming off the most amazing weekend with my coach and my mastermind sisters. I've been in San Diego, and wow, it was gorgeous there. The mountains in the background of the ocean is breathtaking. Last night, as I walked around, I just couldn't help myself. Every 2 seconds, I was wanting to take another pic. I feel so fortunate right now to have been able to experience not just the most incredible day learning and growing and expanding as a CEO, planning for the most incredible 2022, but to also have a day just wandering around the streets of La Jolla. La Jolla? I might be saying that wrong. Sitting on the bench, looking out at the ocean, putting my feet in the sand, soaking up all the beauty. It's hard to even put it all into words, how amazing it was. And I'm so super excited for my 2022 plan and all the abundance and ease it is going to bring to my life. So ease, that's my word for 2022. Have you created a word yet? An intention? Something you want to put your focus on? Having one word to constantly come back to can be so super helpful in keeping yourself grounded and focused. Not what we're going to talk about today, though. Today, I wanted to share a self-coaching tool that I use daily with myself and my clients that can help you get results for your own personal goals. Learning how to self-coach has been so unbelievably impactful in my life. I used to sit down to a journal and really, I didn't know what to do or even where to start. So I often would take that journal out, look at it, stare at it, and then put it back in the drawer. As fast as I got it out, it was gone, having done absolutely nothing with it. Maybe you can resonate. Maybe for you, you're like, yep, me too. So the first step in self-coaching is you have to have, yes, paper and pencil, I believe, or a pen. You can't just self-coach in your brain. Even after years of using the tools, I've learned that when you don't write it down, it just doesn't work as powerfully. It just continues to spin around and around and around. There's something powerful about being able to see it and get it out. So where do you begin? Why should you even do this? Let's talk about both. First off, why should you take your precious time out of your day to do this work? So I came up with my top 8 reasons. Number 1, it gives you the ability to see your own thoughts. 2, to recognize how your thoughts are making you feel, how your feelings are creating how you are responding to different situations in your life, what you are doing and what you aren't doing, why you have your current results. That's number 5. Number 6, you need to think and feel differently if you want to create different feelings and results. Number 7, what you need to feel in order to get yourself to take different actions or have a different reaction to a current situation. And number 8, it's freaking mind-blowing. You can accomplish anything by learning how to powerfully self-coach yourself. It's just what I want you all to take away. So if you want to stop spinning in overwhelm, feel less anxious, get more things done in less time, stop procrastinating, maybe lose weight, start working out, get a new job, have a wonderful relationship with your spouse and your kids, or, of course, start a new business, or grow the business you have, then self-coaching is the way to get yourself there. Sounds too good to be true? Hey, that's what I thought when I was first introduced to it too. But it works. And if you just practice consistently, I promise it will work for you too. Of course, I'm not going to lie. When you have a coach that's trained to look for certain things, patterns, and habits, it can really speed up this process. But hear me here, it's not required. Let's get started. Take out a pencil and a piece of paper. Write the date at the top. Seriously, do it. I want you to set a timer, about 5 minutes. Now, let your brain flow from your head to the paper. So anything and everything. If it starts as a to-do list, awesome. Then eventually, I can promise your brain will start to have other things land on that piece of paper. So maybe you'll start to see thoughts about a current goal. Maybe you'll see that you don't have any current goals right now. It might be thoughts about your job, your kids, your husband, your best friend, things even going on around in the world. It could even be about your dog. It doesn't matter. Let it all out. All right, now that you have it all out, look at the thoughts. Yes, everything you just poured out onto the paper are your thoughts. I want you to pick one. Pick one to work on. Now, what are the facts about this circumstance? Okay, facts are things that can be proven. So, if someone said something to you, you can write it down. Susie said, "I'm fat." That's an example. But it must be the words they said, not your interpretation. Those are your thoughts, not facts. Now that you have separated out the facts, what is the loudest thought you have about this circumstance? Write that one thought down. How does it make you feel as you look at it? Okay? I want you to go to your body. Let's get out of the head for a moment. Check in. You want to learn how to get out of your head so much, guys. Seriously. Our bodies have a lot of wisdom to offer us. So where is that in your body? Where is that feeling? And what does it feel like? This might take some time to access. And don't worry if right away you're like, I don't get it. Because for many people, they're very disconnected from their emotional body. And I really encourage, if this is you, get some support, get a coach. Now, that you've tapped into the body, right, and the feelings you're experiencing, the next step is to notice what happens when you're feeling this way. What do you respond? How do you respond? What do you do? What do you not do? Put it all down. Could be 2, 3, 4, 10 things. It doesn't matter. And then notice when you do these things or when you don't do these things, what is the result? What happens? Running yourself through these questions will help you get clarity on the actual situation. For example, let's say you've been debating getting your own wellness business started. You may have thoughts like, can I do this? Do I know enough? What if no one wants it? What if I don't get them results? Yes, we tend to thought stack. This is when one thought comes in and then multiple thoughts flood in and stack and stack and stack. But here's the thing. I want you to hear this. None of these thoughts are actually facts. They're just thoughts. So what would be the circumstance? It's simply wellness business, okay? It's not, should I start my business? That now becomes a thought because of the word should. In the beginning, there's a tendency to list multiple thoughts and feelings under one circumstance. Be wary. Don't do it. Separate each one out. Each one is its own model. This is how we get out of unintentional thinking and start creating intentional results, intentional thoughts. So once you can see your unintentional thoughts, it's important to not rush off to creating intentional thoughts. Hear that again. Once you can see your unintentional thoughts, it's important to not rush off to create intentional thoughts. That's what we call in the coaching world buffering. Yes, it would make you feel better, but it's important to first process the unintentional thoughts that you have brought to the surface before you go start creating new ones. Otherwise, it's like putting a Band-Aid on something, right? It's like taking a pill for something that needs to just run its course. Once you've processed your thoughts and feelings all the way through, then and only then can we start to begin to change our thinking. But first, you have to learn how to process those emotions. Now, if you don't know how to do that, no worries. I got you covered. Either you can book a call with me, which is always super fun. You could sign up for certification because we do a ton of that in there. Or listen to next week's episode where I tap on just the starting point. Okay. Now, once you fully process your emotions, right, you can create the intentional thoughts, feelings, actions, and that's how we create new results, my friends. So let's review the 5 simple steps to get yourself started with your self-coaching. Download all your thoughts onto a piece of paper. Number 1. 2, find the circumstance. Then find one thought, one feeling, all the actions that are occurring related to the thoughts and feelings. Identify your current result. Step 3, process the unintentional model. Step 4, begin to start creating new models that align with the results you want and apply them to your life. Step 5, repeat over and over again. So hear me. This is not a one done, thank you, ma'am deal. This is a process that we take ourselves through every day because we're humans, and humans have a lot of emotions. We have lots of experiences in life, and this is how we grow and evolve. You don't just overcome some shit and then move on. It's going to keep repeating itself. It's called your subconscious. Now, if you want to dive into this work deeper and really be able to peel back the layers, make lasting, permanent change, I really suggest that you join the Dharma Coaching Certification because inside there, I'm going to teach you the tools, how to master them for yourself. And then you get to go out, practice them on other people, right? Practice them with your peers. So if you decide you want to, you could share them with the world, which I find a lot of people do because of the transformations they personally experience. Of course, you don't have to. But if you want to, it's all going to be there, ready and available. Here's the thing too, is this is just the first layer. There are so many more layers in my self-coaching process. This is just where you begin to really, really uncover what's going on in your subconscious to be able to change it. So in the certification, we don't just learn the methods, my friends. We apply them, we practice them. So you become an expert at coaching yourself. And that enables you to then be an expert to help others, my friends. Okay, so doors are currently open. I'll put the link in the show notes. And if you're like, this is really interesting, Rachel, I think this could really benefit me. I'm not really sure if I want to add this to my current business or I even want a business. I still encourage you to apply because this work is the most selfless thing you can honestly do. When you become aligned, mind, body, soul, your life shifts in the most amazing ways. And here's the thing, is that impacts not just you, but everyone around you, which is pretty fucking incredible, my friends. All right. So interested, fill out the application. We'll have a conversation. That's the next step. If it seems like a great fit, you put your deposit down or you pay right there in full and we get you started. We start in January, guys. We start January 17th. And I promise this is the room you are going to want to be in. Okay, so let's review really quickly. To get your self-coaching started, there's 5 simple steps. Step 1, download your thoughts on paper. 2, identify the circumstance, one thought, one feeling, all the actions that are occurring related to that thought and feeling, and the result you currently have. Now, step 3, process this model. the feelings, what's coming up for you. Step 4, create a new model that aligns with the results you want and apply it to your life. Step 5, repeat over and over again. All right, my friends, have a most fantastic week. And I'll see you next week for another fabulous episode of The Wellness Boss. Till then, namaste. Thanks for listening to this episode of The Wellness Boss. If you want to learn more about my work, come visit me at rachelbethcoaching.com. That's Rachel, Rachel, Beth, Beth, coaching.com. See you next week.